Good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show with SmartRobie. And we are already on the second week, I suppose, or third week of the trading year 2023. Like what we say before, through our VSA forecasting technique, we did say the market will pull back after 4 bar down. And that's what we have this morning. And let's take a look at what we have for you for our SmartRobie breakfast show for the KLSE. And if you are a beginner or just started off in the stock market, this is something that will be helpful to you. You can just download the apps in here. Well, let's take a look at what we have this morning in our breakfast show here. And definitely you can see on top of my head here is the rebound. After all, we were looking for 4 bar down. It had a 2 bar down. And this is what I mean. I'm just showing you here. This is 1 bar down, 2 bar down. The market rebounding back. That is very, very healthy. But do take note, we still have the outflow, right? The KLCI is still resilient, but we still have the outflow. Last week, we have about 4 days of outflow in here. And I think most of you would have known this. If you are already a member of our VSA 360, probably you know about this as I talk about into. But also don't forget to join me more updates on the Chinese New Year rally in this coming Wednesday, which I will also talk about this later on in the end of this in here. So the KLCI is right in the smack of the Chinese New Year rally. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but having said that, it's good to always be prepared for whatever sector and stocks that you want to have. And of course, for our beginner, you want to stick on to the FA list, which I will talk about shortly, some of the stocks that we have for last week, and also the ST2 stocks. All right. So let's take a look at the Pentagon Guider, which is guided by the volume spread analysis, which is a methodology that we use, one of our flagship product, and it has the up and down arrow, which is what you see here in the green Pentagon. You could see on the chart, this is the arrow here, and this so far no red Pentagon, so that's very healthy and that's very good. And for our KLCI champion, what are some of them? If we go back to December 29, we have PBA, but this morning we'll look at AZRB. Now it's important, I regularly show this in the breakfast show, is to study the so-called underlying in here. Now we can see from this chart here, what we are looking for, even if it's turned red, green Pentagon here, you can see from here, the market continued to move sideways. And we all know the month of November was so-called the sort of bearish month. And finally, only the first week of January, we see the market break. But in this stock, Amazaki, you can see low volume accumulation. This is what's really healthy. The low volume accumulation, it still stay above the 18 stand. And then the 10th of December, that's the breakout that it has. 2 up thrusts, now taken out, another glowing. So this is a very nice uptrend. So for those of you who are our members and also the public, always keep an eye on this kind of stocks, because this is the kind of stock that you want to be regularly holding, looking to the left hand side, which is here. This is the right hand side, and of course left hand side is easy because it's already happened. Right hand side is a difficult one, whether this thing is go up. But having said that, you can actually look at it. Some of the clues you want to look for is that if there's a red Pentagon, that means the market likely to come down. If it's a green Pentagon, just stick to it. And you can see the railway track, which we talk about here, this moving average in here is good. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. Thank you for your kind participation. We appreciate you this morning in here. And let's go on. So don't forget, the VSA also have the insider buying and selling that we have. And looking into pretty much what we have, you can see the market is doing a very nice rally. A small 2-bar reversal, and that is SOS. That's strength. So definitely 1500, it's just a matter of time before we break that. Now, having said that, if it can go up to 1520, that is almost already a 4% move, which is pretty much the last 6 to 7 years of the kind of movement that we see. So if it does go to 1520, take some profit in here. I do not see this market can give a 10-11% return, but of course anything is possible. We are still in the early months of 2024. It's only January. If we hit 1520 in the coming Chinese New Year rally, February 10, that would be good. But I do think that the market will go through some sort of correction very soon in here. But it will continue likelihood the trajectory, which is still going up here. That's very healthy. However, do take note, foreign funds is still outflowing in here. Okay, we haven't seen anything from last Friday, so we want to see that. So look for another sign of weakness around the 150, whether it will break like that or it's going to have some sort of a U-turn, second breakup. But this is a really nice pullback in here, and the market just pulled back nicely, still in the strong seasonality of uptrend move. Now looking in the cousin, which is the FKLI futures. You can see FKLI futures moving nicely, higher high, okay, higher high and higher low. Okay, that's one of the, you can see higher high, higher low. So higher low. So you can draw that line here, right? You can draw that. That means market's really trending up in here, right? Turn green Pentagon, that's where some of the most fundamental basic of the Pentagon guidance started to go up. You can see this is the futures as we took it up around 10 o'clock and the market started to pick up. This is the 150 we are looking for. Railway track from it. So again, look for sign of weakness. What are we looking for in here? We got to pay attention. And if it does break up, 1520 will be very fast. But we still need to have foreign funds flow in. So I do think that foreign funds are flowing in today because this morning the market is up 0.4%. Okay, you can see from the chart that we have on the left hand side here, just on top here, and that's a pretty decent move. Okay, now looking into the SmartRobie Stage 2 shares, right? Of course, these are more for the slightly advanced. Stage 2 share is in the menu of the SmartRobie, so click on that one. And what are Stage 2? Stage 2 shares are continuation of an uptrend, okay? Continuation uptrend, you can see Rojas, D-Sonic, and MBSB. So let's get up from here, looking Rojas. And Rojas, and these are 8th of January, okay? So you can see 8th of January. One more time. Hit the chart here. So you can see from here, this is a 1 month move. Now going back to the chart here, this was a good one. You can see on the 8th of January, the market hold up, and then you got this nice 25-point jump. As soon as the market do jump up, if you happen to be in this stock, okay, that's where you want to take profit. Okay, take profit from here onwards, this 25% jump, because usually the market will pull back a bit. All right, and again, study those what we call volume spike analysis. That big spike, profit taking comes in here, and that's why we see what we see. All right, a good one. Those of you who have picked up Rojas, a 25-point jump up there. D-Sonic is the Stage 2 shares. Okay, you can also check in some of these today, and looking at the D-Sonic, switch to a 1 month chart, you could see on the last week 8th, right, started still move up. It's holding up nicely in here. Let's check out the other one, a really good one, SCIB. Now this is a very dangerous stock. As I said, I told the members in here, it could be smart money coming in, but it is a nice uptrend, but you got to watch it. You can see from last week to this week, switching to a 1 month, this is like a rocket ship. You can see, right? Going back to the 8th of January, and it gone up by another 30%. If you go back to the last 6 months, this stock has been around 40 cents going to 120. It's one of the best performing stocks, I would say, in KLCI. For the small cap stocks, Sarawak, consolidated industry. So check out what do they do, whether they make money or not. But do take note, this kind of stocks, you can make money, but you need to run fast and don't add on into it. But definitely you can see why we provide the Stage 2 shares for many of you who wants to study this, because there is opportunity in the market for those who have the courage and the strong heart. Strong heart. So I'm sure those of you who have strong heart can trade that. Okay, now let's take a look this week, the 15th of January. What kind of stock are we talking about? We have THS. Okay, let's look at TSH. This is plantation stocks. we have Delium, we have YTL REITs and YTL Power, they run in that. But we also have Uchitech. So let's look at TSH. Make sure you check it out on the SmartRobie apps here, switching to a 1-month chart from here, and you can see the market nicely pull and started to move up. Now remember, stage 2 shares is those shares that already happened. The green pentagon, you can see green pentagon for 8th of January, 5th of January, they got some 8th of December, sudah lari. So just imagine if you got on to the pentagon date until last Friday, it's about 47% return in here. Some of these are just started to turn on Friday, like Uchitech. I think many of you already know this methodology that I've talked about, how you're able to get into this. Use the stage 2 share for those of you who like to trade those up trending shares, but those of you who want to get in, just again about to go up, Pentagon Guider will be the share that you want to be in. All right, so those are the stage 2 shares. Now, of course, you can also subscribe to our daily newsletter, as our team will look into the daily business times or news, and any news that we can see related to the Pentagon, we will jointly share on the daily newsletter. So make sure you check it out in here. We usually send it out just after lunch. And for our beginner, we want to be looking into the SmartRobie FA stock, which is the fundamental collections in here. So last week, 8th of January, okay, we talked about Tasco and Yinsun. So let's take a look at Tasco again. Climatic volume is usually pushed up by uptrend, signs of weakness, market usually pull down, and that is expected what we see in here. But having said that, longer term, this is actually a good area to be entering. So it's also smart if you have entered here on the opening, which you usually tell people it's the opening, next bar opening you enter. But if you have not, you wait for the pullback. This is pretty decent in here, assuming that the market can go higher. That is where we want to go. Next stock is Yinsun. This is where Yinsun in. Again, Yinsun is oil and gas, holding up at 256, building up that nice base. Could be maybe 10, another 20 bars before it push up for the next run in here. But make sure you hold on to it and watch this too, Yinsun too. Now for this week, the 15th of January, we have Heineken, which does give a 5.7% dividend. Of course, for our Muslim friends, this one is not halal, but Uchitech offer a very similar one, which is a technology, 7.9%. Let's take a look at the chart. This is Heineken. They have a nice wash here spring, again benefiting from the Chinese New Year rally, which I would also talk about this Wednesday in here, ready to push back higher. This is not one of those stocks I think our typical small cap trader will do. It's 24 ringgit, okay? All right, again, SmartRobie does provide the FA list for those of you who are looking for longer term stocks, and that's where you can get this kind of stocks in here. And if you like what you've seen so far, do share and give me a thumb up. So we are regularly producing good quality educational program that you can benefit to. Next one is Uchitech. Nice line change here to this morning, pull back slightly in here, 1%, and usually we get that 1% in here, 7.9% dividend, which means a regular payment. And of course, all this is possible by Pentagon Guider, which give you an up signal and down signal. So use this to your benefit. And of course, if many of you may have heard of certain stocks that has it, use the SmartRobie apps for the notification. Use the notification, build your watch list, one for the KLCI market, one for the US market, one for maybe for the Singapore market, for those who are looking to have a strong kind of Singapore SG portfolio in here. And when you get notified, add those in here. Right, it's very simple. You will get a notification every night after 10 o'clock market close. The notification will be sent out. It's a daily notification. All right, in here, the blue alert is the one that you see, this alert in here. And of course, it's newbie for freebie. Use it now and it will get refresh on your phone once the news comes out, and I do have it too. And our breakfast show next week, we'll be talking about the US market. For our members, I've been getting queries about more on how to trade the US market, and I do think that the breakfast show SmartRobie on the US market will definitely be a good introduction for those of you who have opened account through our partnership, Smart. So that's where you can look into the US market and follow this program. You can also watch the recording on on the YouTube to get it. And of course, a little bit more on what we have seen for the last 3 months, started in September, right? September, maybe about 4 months. We're coming into the middle of our series through performance coaching, and we call it supervised performance coaching, using all the Trade VSA tools and analytics. You can see one of the things that we do very regularly is the sharing of the stock trade idea. So we don't leave any of our members around. They are understanding why we trade those stocks. You can see some of them, like HSSB is up 1,200 ringgit, which is pretty good. I mean, this is still slightly delayed by 10 minutes. Not all stock make money. There's one here loss, but more importantly, just want to share the chart. You can see I'm just going to move to the side here. You can see my students are doing much better than me. From September onwards, I only made about 5% return, but some of my students are doing so much better in here. And I think this is something that we made very proud as a speaker for what we call a supervised performance coaching and trading. In this manner in here, the students has done very well. This is a series 2, so we already have a very good framework for those of you who want to move up to the next level in here. And hopefully, again, this is, again, let me just qualify, this is a virtual trade. That is why we are able to clock in and look at those performance and have to look at it. And we started with our monthly orientation. Now, if you're not joined our premium membership, it's something that you can join. Maybe take up our 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months membership in here. And you can see through our back testing, we just concluded 2023. These are the kind of price list that you want to be going. Right, 2022 was a bad year. You can see compared to the small cap stock, a -5%. But if you on this range here, you're still pretty well off, 20% return. Again, you need to follow those rules that we prescribe, and some of these we usually talk also on our live Facebook. With this on the background through our back testing and the supervised performance coaching and mentoring that we do through our premium membership, we're pretty sure that many of our members will do so well. We can see 69 this, if you pick it, that's 25% return per year. But you can see over the last 3 months, many of our members is up already 10% just in the 3 months in here. This one is slightly coming to 10%, which I'm very proud that the students are beating the seafood. Okay, and so series 1, we have a winner. This is Mr. Sukumaran Lee Mei Fen with a 67% win rate, 60% win rate, and 52% win rate in here. Now, going forward, for this week, our conclusion is that KLCI looking to test the 1500 with the foreign funds outflow. I'm not too sure whether they can beat it or not, but do watch out for the 1500 in here. It's testing it right now, but the support at 1470 is pretty good. Sign up for a membership, and also please hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel in here, and here are some of the so-called combination that you can subscribe and test it out in here with the new features that we have. And so here we are. All right, good review in here. And now we want to look at if you have any stocks that you want me to pick them up, you want me to comment on them, feel free to pencil those in there. All right, and we are here to make sure you make money. What satisfies us most is that able to make money in this market, and that's what the whole purpose is: the back testing, the supervised performance coaching and mentoring in here. And if you have any stocks you want me to look on, feel free to pencil those in. If not, thank you for coming this morning in here. Tonight, members, we have our weekly live trading. Again, we're going to talk about another interesting topics in here. Don't forget to join our Telegram chat room for in here and for all information that is educational. Thank you for coming, and have a good day.